Hey everyone, Tosi the Yogi here. Before I start class, I want to say Luna's in a cone. She's healthy and good, but if she pops in and out, do not be alarmed. I'm so excited to see everyone today. I got some new decorations. I hope you all are here because you are looking for some yoga for flexibility. Whether you want to get a little loose in your everyday life, you're looking to accomplish maybe a split or something like that, you came to this video for a reason. So for class today, we will have optional use of blocks. I would recommend if you don't have blocks, grab something maybe similar, Harry Potter book perhaps, something that is stable and thick. So grab your props, get your mat, and I will see you guys in a little. Today we're going to get started seated on our mats. So go ahead and find yourself in the middle of your mat, crisscross applesauce, whatever comfortable position you find. Just release a big sigh. Take a deep inhale. Release a big sigh. Drop your shoulders. One more big inhale. Release your sigh. Good. We're going to start to get into our neck. So drop your head down and take big circles over to the right side. Allowing yourself to draw big circles on the ceiling. And notice if you find a spot where maybe you have a little more pain than normal. Feel free to hang out in that area. Shake your head yes. Maybe if it's down low, shake your head no. Just getting into some motion here. Good, take another deep inhale. And exhale. Move your head to the opposite side, giving yourself some rolls. I'm so excited you guys chose to click on this video today. We're gonna get our bodies moving. Don't forget this is power yoga. However, we're gonna be we're gonna be working on strengthening your legs, lengthening your legs, creating flexibility in your shoulders, your neck. Good, bring your head back to center. We'll get into our shoulders a little bit. Take an inhale, reach your arms high. Good, drop your right arm down. And bring your top hand down between your shoulder blades. Good, take a moment here. Bring your right hand, flip it so your palm is facing towards the back. And then bring your right hand, try to connect it with your left behind you. If you're not quite there, find this space in your shoulders. Good, take an inhale. Exhale. One more breath, inhale. Exhale. Good, slowly release your arms. Give yourself a few shoulder rolls. And then we'll take this on the opposite side. Inhale, lift your arms high. Exhale, drop your left arm. Reach your right arm down somewhere in between your shoulder blades. Good, get a nice stretch in that under armpit area. And then bring your left hand, palm facing away from your body. Bring that behind, also in between your shoulder blades. See if you can connect. I will turn so you guys can see what this what it can look like. I can't quite connect on this side. But if you don't have that connection, just keep your palms flat against your back. Take one last breath, inhale. Exhale. Release your arms. Good, roll yourself out a little bit. From there, take one more inhale, sweep your arms high. Bring your hands to heart center. Drift your eyes closed. This is where we will set an intention for class today. An intention, if you've taken my class before, is a phrase or a mantra. Someone you love that you wish to send your love to today. My mantra today in class is to be curious. Allow your body to explore a little bit. And if that curiosity means, what does it feel like to pull back? Maybe you try that. Take time today in class to listen to your body. Be curious and explore. We'll seal our intention with the breath together. Inhale through your nose. Open mouth, exhale. Good. Blink your eyes open if they were shut. Bring your hands down by your side and maybe in a tabletop position. So in tabletop, you're stacking your shoulders on top of your wrists, your hips on top of your knees. Make sure your knees are about hips width distance. Good. Grip your finger pads into the mat. Maybe the palms of your hands float up just a little. Good. Pull your shoulders away from your ears, creating space in your chest. Drop your belly down, lift your gaze, take an inhale. Exhale, push your hands into the mat, dome through your shoulder blades. And take an inhale, drop your belly, lift your gaze, cow pose. Exhale, cat pose. Feel the arch in your back. Take this a few more times, linking your breath to your movement. Allowing yourself in that curved position to really find all the length you can. Take one more. Inhale for cow. Exhale for cat. Good. Find a stable tabletop position. Bring your left hand, plant it in the center of your mat. Take an inhale, pull your right arm up, find this beautiful twist. Exhale, plant your right arm down in the middle of your mat. Bring your left arm up this time, find your twist. Inhale. Exhale, plant it down. We're gonna flow this a few times. Inhale, lift your right arm. Exhale, drop it down. Inhale, lift your left. Exhale, drop down. One more time. Inhale, lift your right. Exhale, drop. Inhale, lift your left. Exhale, drop. Good. Bring your hands back shoulder width distance. Walk your hands a palm print forward. Flip onto your toes and rock yourself back and forth. Stretching the soles of our feet. Flexibility isn't just doing splits. I will say that having flexibility in all the little areas of your body, the soles of your feet, your Achilles, your toes. This helps reduce injury and it just helps your body feel better, less aches and pains. One more rock into the soles of your feet. Unflip your toes, roll them out a little bit, roll your ankles. Find your toes back onto the ground. Inhale, lift your tailbone high and push yourself back, downward facing dog. Woohoo! Yeah, the backs of my legs are sore. They are tight. So while I'm filming this, I am feeling all of the sensations that you all are feeling. I take time to drop one heel, drop the other. Pedal out your dog. Find your stance in down dog. If your hands come in a little bit, if they go out a little bit, find whatever feels comfortable in your body. And lift your tailbone higher. And exhale, sink your heels down towards the ground. And inhale, come up onto your tiptoes. Exhale, sink it down. Take one more toe to heel stretch. Inhale to your toes. Exhale, sink. Inhale up to the top of your mat. Exhale, walk or step your feet forward. Bring your feet about shoulder width distance, right where your hands were. Release your hands, release your upper body. Find a ragdoll pose. In ragdoll, your legs and your feet are holding you up, while your upper half is completely bent, folding over your thighs. Maybe you take a generous bend in your knees to find a release in your low back. If you have a tight back, this is going to help your flexibility. If you're looking more to get a little flexible in your legs, straighten out your knees slowly, find that sweet spot, and then relax your upper half. Option to grab opposite elbows. Option to keep your hands flat on the ground, keep them low. If you grabbed opposite elbows, switch your grip here. Find some equality on both sides of your body. Maybe you sway side to side or find stillness. Take one last breath. Inhale. Exhale. Release your hands. Toe heel your feet a little closer together. They do not have to touch. And then slowly lift yourself up one vertebrae at a time. As slowly as you need to go until you reach the top. Roll your shoulders back a few times. Open up in your chest. Good. Bring your hands to heart center. Drift your eyes closed. Take an inhale through your nose. Open mouth, exhale. One more breath, inhale. Exhale. Blink your eyes open, bring your hands down by your side. We will flow through Sun A together. Inhale, sweep your arms up high, mountain pose. Exhale, drop your right arm, reach your left arm over. Side body stretch. Inhale, mountain. Exhale, drop your left, reach your right. Good. Inhale, mountain pose, arms high. Exhale, cactus out your arms, bump your hips forward, pull your shoulder blades together, find a mini back bend. Inhale, mountain. Exhale, hands through heart center and down to your mat. If you have blocks and you can't get all the way down, option to find your hands on your blocks. Good. Inhale, halfway lift, flatten through your spine. Exhale, forward fold, release your chest up. Good. Plant your hands, step your feet back to a high plank position. In your high plank, you're shooting energy back through your heels, gripping your finger pads into the mat. Good. Take this way out of your low back by pulling your belly button in. Good. Take an inhale. Exhale, spiral your elbows in, lower yourself halfway down for a half plank. Good. Inhale, flip to the tops of your toes, lift your chest, pull your shoulders back to open up. Upward facing dog. Good, lift your hips, push yourself back, downward facing dog. Now that was our first chaturanga of class. Take a moment, reflect to see how this felt in your body. If you are not looking for so much shoulder strengthening today, you have an option to take this chaturanga on your knees. You have an option to also skip it all together and just flow back into downward facing dog. Inhale, look to the top of your mat. Exhale, step your feet forward, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, hands to shins or thighs if they are not on your block. Pull your elbows in, pull your shoulder blades together, and bring weight onto your toes. Exhale, forward fold. Release it down. Inhale, mountain, sweep your arms high. Exhale, drop your right, reach your left. Inhale, mountain. Exhale, drop your left, reach your right. You guys are looking so good. Already building the flexibility. Inhale, arms high. Exhale, cactus out your arms, bump your hips forward, mini back bend. Inhale, mountain pose. Exhale, hands through heart center and down to your mat, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, flatten your spine. Exhale, plant your hands, step your feet back, high plank. Good, finding your proper alignment. Form a straight line from the tip of your head all the way down through your heels. Spiral your elbows in. Take an inhale. Exhale, lower halfway, good. Inhale, flip to the tops of your toes, upward facing dog. Thread your chest through your shoulders. Exhale, lift your hips, push yourself back, downward facing dog. Inhale, look to the top of your mat. Exhale, step, maybe hop yourself forward, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, mountain sweep your arms high. Exhale, side body stretch. Option to grab your left wrist with your right hand and pull yourself over. Find a little bit of a deeper stretch. Inhale, arms high. Exhale, grab the opposite wrist, pull yourself over. Inhale, mountain. Exhale, mini back bend, cactus out, bump your hips. Inhale, arms high. Exhale, hands through heart center and down to your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Good. Exhale, plant your hands, step your feet back, flow your chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, lift your hips, push yourself back, downward facing dog. Good. Take a moment here, pedal out in your leg. Work out any other creaks. We're starting to build a little heat in our bodies now. Maybe not too intensely, but the motion is there. Inhale up to the top of your mat. Exhale, step or hop your feet forward, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Pull your belly button in, shift weight onto your toes. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, mountain sweep your arms high. Exhale, hands to heart center. Take an inhale. Exhale. One more big breath. Inhale through your nose. Open mouth, exhale. Side out. Blink your eyes open, bring your hands down by your side. That was Sun A, working a little bit of flexibility in our side body. Reaching, extending. Now we will work on Sun B together. So meet me at the top of your mat and we'll get started. Make sure you have your blocks out in front of you. We will be using them as an option if you need to find the ground a little more. Inhale, sweep your arms high, mountain pose, skip the side bend. Exhale, forward fold, bring your hands to your mat. Inhale, halfway lift, form your number 7. Exhale, plant your hands, step or hop your feet back, high plank. Lower your elbows 90 degrees, flip to the tops of your toes. Inhale, upward facing dog. If you have back problems, don't arch your back so much. Exhale, lift your hips, push back, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your right heel towards the sky. Hold and breathe. Maybe you roll in your right ankle. Maybe you find a little bit of opening in your right hip by bending your right knee, bringing your heel towards your glute. Take one more inhale, lift your right heel. Exhale, bring your right knee in towards your nose and then step it through for a low lunge. Good. In your low lunge, ground down into the 4 corners of your front foot. Send energy out through your back heel up towards the sky. Option to bring a block underneath your hand here. Good. Ground down into your left hand. Inhale, reach your right arm high. Find your low lunge with a twist. In this twist, send energy up through your fingertips. As you use your exhale to twist a little deeper, pulling your right shoulder back a little bit more. Good, take an inhale. Exhale, twist a little more. Beautiful, inhale. Exhale, bring your hand back down. Option to take your other block here, place it on the opposite side of your right foot. So your setup should be your right foot in the middle, 2 blocks on the side. Again, blocks are optional. If you don't have them, your hands are just on the mat. Good. While we're in this position, start to straighten your front leg. Find that stretch in your right leg. Pull your right hand back to equal your left to find a little more length in this right leg. Good. Option here to flow from a bent knee to a straight knee. Option to hold the straight knee. I think the motion is probably good though. Give yourself a little bit of a break. Good. We'll flow this one more time. Bend straight. Good. Bend down into your knee. You do not need your blocks anymore. Keep them where they are. Ground down into your feet. Take an inhale, lift your chest, lift your arms. Good, exhale, lower down into your crescent lunge. Good, finding the 90-degree bend in your front knee. Maybe you find a micro bend in your back knee to help tuck your pelvis or tuck your tailbone down just a little bit. Good, take an inhale. Exhale, sink a little lower. This is the power. We gotta warm up our legs before we stretch them. Good, inhale. Exhale, warrior two. Spiral your back foot to the short side edge. Recommit to the 90-degree bend in your front knee and pull your right knee back towards the pinky toe side of your foot. Good, bring your arms out nice to a T. Gaze over your front hand. And I encourage you all to get curious in this motion. Do you want to find straight legs and bent legs? Do you want to sink a little lower? Right, how does this feel in your body? Maybe you just find some stillness and reflect on how this feels. Take one more breath, inhale. Exhale. Big transition. Sweep your left hand, move it up. We're gonna be transitioning into a pyramid pose. Walk your left foot up just a little bit, halfway on your mat. Your feet are more train tracks versus tightrope. So find that hips width distance. Good. Re-straighten your hips towards the front of the mat. If there's any pain in your knee, bring your step in just a little more. Bring your arms back up high, take an inhale. Exhale, hinge from the hips. Bring your hands back down to your blocks. Find your pyramid pose. Yes, this stretch is primarily going to be felt in the back of your right leg once again. Bump your right hip back to parallel the top of the mat. Use your breath to help you through this discomfort. Take another inhale. Exhale. Good. From there, walk your hands over to the left side, finding a wide-legged forward fold. Toe heel your left foot out as wide as you need to go. And then allow yourself to bump your hips back. Good. No need to hold your core in at this time. Allow there to be some sway in your low back to get a little bit more into your legs. Option again to bring your blocks here to help you find the earth. Or option to, if you don't need your block, bring your hands to the ground. We're gonna walk our hands side to side, allowing our knees to bend, getting to the inside of our legs. Good, again, this is your practice. I'm merely guiding you through some options. So if this does not feel good in your body, no stress, man. No stress. Take whatever you need. Take one more bend on either side if you're doing this motion with me. Good, find your glutes up in the air. Walk your hands back just a little bit. Find this release on your exhale. Bring your hands back to center. Walk them towards the top of your mat. Find a low lunge. Ground down into your hands. Pull your right foot back to equal your left. You are in a high plank position. Good. Shift your weight forward. Lower your elbows down 90 degrees. Look to the tops of your toes. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, lift your hips, push back, downward facing dog. Yes, yogis! How did that feel in your legs? I hope you feel stretched out in your right side. We are now moving on to the left. Take one centering breath, inhale. Exhale. Inhale, sweep your left heel high. Find a bend in your knee, open up in your left hip if this feels good for you. Take one more breath, kick your left heel as high as you can, inhale. Exhale, bring your knee into your nose, shift your weight forward, step your left foot through your hands and find a low lunge. In this low lunge, option to bring your block underneath your right hand. Good, once you have this block there. Take an inhale, lift your left arm high, find your low lunge with a twist. Use your inhales to lengthen your fingertips high, and your exhales to pull your left shoulder back, opening up, finding that space in your spine. Good, take one more inhale. Exhale, twist. Good, bring your hand back down. Bring your other block underneath your left hand this time. And go ahead and straighten your front knee and bend. Find this stretch starting off super early, getting into our hamstrings, our calves, maybe into our hips a little bit. When your leg is straight, make sure you bump that left hip back to bring your hips parallel towards the top of the mat. Good. Take one more, bend your knee, and straighten. Good. Bend into your knee. This time you do not need your blocks anymore. Ground down into your front foot and your back toes. Feel strength in your back leg. Lift your chest, lift your arms, find a crescent lunge. Again, if you want to feel this more in your right hip flexor, find a micro bend in your back knee, and then bring your hips parallel towards the mat. You'll feel that stretch in your right hip flexor just a little more. All right, take an inhale. Exhale, lower yourself down. Good, inhale, shakes are normal. I'm shaking. Good, exhale, warrior two. Tee open your arms, parallel your right foot this time with the short side edge of the mat, and bend into your left knee. Good, squeeze your shoulder blades together as you send energy out through your fingertips. Good, take an inhale. Exhale, sink a little more. Find some movement. If that's where your mind is going, feel free to straighten and bend your front knee. Maybe you move your arms, right? Just take whatever you feel. And if you're finding stillness, find a drishti out in front of you to center your balance. Take one more inhale. Exhale. Big movement here. Sweep your right arm under, bring it up high. Good, walk your back foot up just a little bit. Good, bring your left foot out, finding railroad tracks instead of a tightrope. Good, bring your right foot up just a little bit to be about halfway into your mat. This is the starting stance for pyramid pose. From this posture, hinge at your hips. Bring your hands down to blocks. Really getting into that left leg now. Take your thumb to your left hip crease, bump it back. And use your breath to help you through this intense stretch. On the inhale, see if you can feel the tension. And on your exhales, see if you can let that go. Good. From here, walk your hands over towards your right foot. Toe heel your right foot out. Wide-legged forward fold. Find a release. Walk your hands from side to side, bending in your knees to stretch the inside of your legs once again. If you choose to keep your glutes high, walk your hands back. That's going to intensify the stretch just a little more. If you took bending side to side with me, take one more on either side. Good, and then bring your hands to the center of the mat. Everyone walk your hands back. One last stretch, lift your tailbone. Good, walk your hands back to center. Walk your hands up towards the top of your mat to frame your left foot. Find your low lunge. Ground down through your hands. Step your left foot back to equal your right in a high plank. Shift your weight forward, lower your elbows down 90 degrees. Look to the tops of your toes. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, lift your hips, push back, downward facing dog. Inhale, look to the top of your mat. Exhale, step or hop your feet forward. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold, let it go. Inhale, sweep your arms high, mountain. Exhale, hands through heart center. And take time here and reflect on how those stretches felt in your lower body. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. We'll move on and flow this one more time through linking breath to movement. So maybe at the top of your mat. Inhale, sweep your arms high, mountain. Exhale, hands through heart center and down to your mat, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, form a number 7, hover in your heels. Exhale, forward fold. Plant your hands down, step or hop your feet back, high plank. Lower your elbows 90 degrees and hold here for one breath, inhale. Exhale, flip to the tops of your toes. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, lift your hips, push yourself back. Little extra power in there. Inhale, sweep your right leg high. Exhale, right away, pull your right knee in towards your nose, step it through your hands, low lunge. Place a block under your left hand. Inhale, find your twist. Lift your right arm. Exhale, hold this here. Inhale, reach your fingertips high. Exhale, plant your right hand down onto a block. Good, straighten out your leg. And then bend your front knee. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. Good, one more. And bend. Good, ground down into your legs. Find energy and strength in your back leg. Lift your chest, lift your arms, crescent lunge. Take an inhale. Exhale, sink. One more inhale. Exhale. Warrior 2, parallel your back foot, bend into your right knee. Good, find energy and power here. Pull your shoulder blades together. Form tension in your body. Send energy out through your fingers. Maybe you wiggle them, remind yourself that you're alive. And you're so thankful to be alive. Good, take an inhale. Exhale, sink. Big movement, spiral your left hand under, bring it up. Toe heel your right foot to the side. Walk your left foot up and over, finding our pyramid pose. Your back foot is at a 45-degree angle. Take an inhale. Exhale, hinge at your hips. Find your hands onto your blocks for a pyramid stretch. Take a deep breath. Use your exhale to release. Release whatever does not serve you today, whatever does not serve you this week. One more breath, inhale. Exhale. Walk your hands over towards your left foot. As you toe heel your left foot out, find a wide-legged forward fold. Option to walk side to side, option to find stillness. Listen to your body. Find that curiosity that we said at the beginning of class. What feels good? Everyone, find your hands back at the center of your mat. Take an inhale. Exhale, walk your hands back just a little bit. Bring your hands back to the center. Walk your hands forward to frame your top foot, low lunge. Ground down into your hands, step your right foot back to equal your left. Maybe you float your foot this time for an ekapada. Good, lower yourself 90 degrees, flip to the tops of your toes. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, lift your hips, push back, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your right heel high. We're taking this all on the other side. Exhale, squeeze your right knee in towards your nose. Step it through your hands, low lunge. Place the block underneath your right hand. Inhale, lift your left arm high. Find your twist. Exhale, pull your left shoulder back. Inhale, fingertips high. Exhale, plant your left hand onto your block. Find that straightening and bending in your front knee to loosen up just a little more. Take a moment. Where's your mind at right now? What are you thinking about? If you're only thinking about stretching, then you're doing a great job. Take one more breath. One more bend. Ground down into your feet. Inhale, lift your chest, lift your arms, crescent lunge. Hold here for your exhale. Beautiful, inhale. Exhale, tee open your arms, warrior two, bend into your front knee. Good. Take some time to find movement in your hips. And instead of bumping that right hip back, you want to make sure you're straight. This will help you get a deeper stretch in your right leg. Take an inhale. Exhale, sink a little bit more. Big motion, inhale, sweep your right arm high. Bring your right foot up and over, 45-degree angle in your back foot. Toe heel your left foot over. Take an inhale. Exhale, hinge at your hips, pyramid pose. Find that length in your left leg this time. Bump your left hip back just a little bit. Take one more breath. Inhale, fill up. Exhale, release. Good. Walk your hands over towards your right foot. Parallel both feet and toe heel your right foot over. Wide-legged forward fold. Walk your hands from side to side, bending in your knees, opening up the insides of your legs. Good. Take one more breath, walking side to side. Find yourself back at the center, everyone. Good. Walk your hands back. Take the last bit of this stretch, all that it has to offer you. Walk your hands back to the center of your mat and then walk them to frame your front foot. Ground down into your hands. Pull your left foot back to equal your right. Maybe you hover for an ekapada. Lower your elbows 90 degrees. Flip to the tops of your toes. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, lift your hips, push back, downward facing dog. Inhale, look to the top of your mat. Exhale, step or hop your feet forward, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, flatten through your spine. Exhale, forward fold, release it down. Inhale, mountain sweep your arms high. Exhale, bring your hands to heart center. Yes. How are we feeling? I hope your legs, hips are feeling loose. That was the goal of that last flow. You guys looked great, and we're gonna go ahead and move on to a little bit more. All right, my yogis, we have gone into our core part of class. Yes, this is a power class. Yes, we just worked on flexibility. Now we're gonna work on a little bit of strengthening of our midsection. Yeah, strengthening of our midsection. So meet me in a plank position on your mat. For plank, we're stacking our shoulders on top of our wrists, shooting energy out through the back of our feet. Good, taking the sway out of our low back by tucking our belly in, squeezing our legs together, zip them closed. Good, and here we are going to take shoulder taps for my count. Good. In your shoulder taps, you can actually walk your feet a little bit wider to find a little bit of balance. Keep your midsection tight, keep your body stable. All we want to move are your shoulders. Rather, your elbows. Your shoulders are not moving. Good. Take this nice and slow. Find control in this motion. Using your breath to steady your movement. Good. We're here for 10 more counts. Good. That's 2. 4. You guys look great. 6. I don't know why I said 10, but we're doing that. 8. 2 more. 10. Beautiful. Push yourself up and back, downward facing dog. Lovely. So walk your feet in just a little bit, in towards each other. Come down onto your forearms. This is called our dolphin or puppy dog pose. We are gonna take dolphin push-ups. So from this inverted V, shift your weight forward, find a Find a forearm plank. Good, lift your hips. Forearm plank. Lifting up and down. Take this at your own pace. But remember, this is the power part of class. Well, it's all a power class, but this is specifically to shape your core, engage all your muscles. So do not take this lightly. Challenge yourself a little. Find your curiosity. How can you push yourself? Good, we're here for 5 more. I didn't do 10 this time. You guys happy? That's 2. Good job. 3 more. We can do this. 3, 2. 1 more, yogis. 1. Good. Bring your hands back up. Push yourself back. Downward facing dog. If this is too much in your shoulders, rest in a child's pose. Bring yourself down to the ground. Walk your hands forward. Relax your shoulders just a little bit. So we have 1 more plank exercise. Meet me back in a high plank position. Spiraling your elbows in, gripping in your finger pads. This time we're taking plank toe taps. So tap to the right, to the left, to the right. Woo! I'm shaking. I really did this to you all, huh? Okay, we're here for 5. Just 4, 3, 2. We can do this. 1 more. Yes, plank. Hold it here for 4, 3, 2, 1. Lovely. Bring your knees down. Spread your knees out the width of your mat. Walk your hands back. Find a child's pose. Find rest. Drop your forehead down. Rock it side to side, massaging your third eye, the place in between your eyebrows. Take a deep inhale. Exhale. 1 more inhale. Exhale. Shift your weight forward to a tabletop position. And then meet me on your backs. For the last part of class, a little bit more into our legs, a little bit more stretching. Great job, yogis. We're almost there. All right, my yogis, all the work that we've done with our legs, lengthening them, creating flexibility, creating strength. Let's work them out a little bit. Grab your block, make sure you have it close to you, and then roll back onto your back. Bring the block underneath your tailbone by pushing into your feet to allow that space. Now you can hang out here in a supported bridge pose if this feels good. If you want a little bit more of a leg flush, walk your legs up. Find that sweet spot of your block underneath your tailbone to where your feet kind of feel weightless above you. If you're like, hey Tosi, my feet don't feel weightless, walk your feet back down, stay in supported bridge. We're simply finding a release in our legs and our low back. Bring your breath back down. Steady your heart rate. And start from this moment on to relax your muscles completely. In this posture, relax your forehead, your jaw. And move your tongue away from the roof of your mouth. Good. If your legs are floating, walk your legs down. Regain a little bit of blood flow back. Wiggle your knees. Remove your block and walk your feet out the width of your mat. Windshield wiper your knees to find even more of a release in your low back. Guys, she really is on some meds because she just got eye surgery, so that's why she's a little loopy. Good. Stop your windshield wipers. Walk your feet in. Bring your right ankle on top of your left knee. Push your right knee away from your body. This may be enough of a stretch for you. Figure 4, supine figure 4. If you want a little bit more, bring your hands, interlace them behind your left thigh. Pull your left thigh in as you use your right elbow to push your right knee away. This is gonna get into your right hip, your right glute area. Take a few breaths. Good. Release the stretch. Drop your left foot down. Unwind your feet. This time, bring your left ankle on top of your right knee. Push your left knee away from your body. Get curious, is this enough of a stretch for you? Accept that. Own that. And let this feel good. If you crave some more, interlace your fingers now behind your right thigh. As you pull your right leg in, use your left elbow to push your left knee out. Finding a stretch in your left hip, left buttocks. That word makes me laugh every time. Good. Take one more breath. Sigh it out. Finding a deeper relaxation in your muscles. Plant your right foot down. Unwind your left foot. This time, stand the soles of your feet onto the ceiling. Grab for ankles, grab for thighs, grab for your feet, wherever you can reach. Pull your knees outside of your body and pull them down towards the ground to find a happy baby pose. In your happy baby, you can find stillness. You can rock side to side. You can straighten one leg, straighten the other. If you're craving just a little bit more flexibility in your legs today. Find a flat back as you continue these motions. Again, relax your forehead, your jaw. Take one last inhale. Exhale. Good. Release your feet down. Beautiful. Now bring your knees to your chest. Give yourself a little bit of a hug. Rock side to side. Tee out through your arms. Bring your knees over to the left side of your body, keeping your shoulders flat on the mat for a supine twist. If you crave a little more than both the knees bent, straighten your left leg and allow your right knee to fold over your left leg. And we're here for 2 more breaths, so release your muscles. Give yourself permission again to release what does not serve you today, tomorrow, the rest of your life, to be honest. You are in control of what you have in your mind. You are in control of the feelings that you have towards certain things, towards everything. So make sure those feelings and that time is worth it for you. Use an inhale to bring your knees back to center. Give yourself a hug. Flatten out through your spine. Tee out through your arms once again. This time, float your knees over to the right side of your mat. Good. Find your supine twist. To make this a little deeper, straighten your right leg. Allow your left knee to go over your body. Use your inhale to bring your left knee back to center. Pull your right knee in. Give yourself a hug. Rock and roll. Rock and roll yourself forward until you are in a seated position. Know that you have an option here to float into a Shavasana. Seated, laying down, giving your body time to just relax. But if you're ready to move on with your day, meet me in a seated position. Bring your hands to your heart center. I thank you so much for allowing me to join you on your practice today. I hope you enjoyed, and I'd love if you commented if you like this class or not. Improvements, I'm here for it all. I love you, yogis. Have a wonderful day. Namaste.